The International Women's Day 2025 celebration is themed Accelerate Action. Focusing on the need to accelerate action emphasizes the importance of taking swift and decisive steps to achieve gender equality. It calls for increased momentum and urgency in addressing the systemic barriers and biases that women face, both in personal and professional spheres. This call urges us all to act boldly and decisively to advance gender equality, break barriers, and uplift women in every field. This year, we recognize women who are leading the way in their respective domains, pushing boundaries and inspiring change. These women have shown that action is not just about words, but about making tangible impact, whether in science, politics, business, or activism. Their achievements reflect the strength, perseverance, and innovation that propel us all toward a more inclusive world. Why they deserve to be celebrated. These women have not only overcome significant challenges, but have also paved the way for others to follow. Their work continues to inspire us to accelerate change by acting with intention and purpose. Their impact reaches far beyond their individual accomplishments. They are shaping industries, influencing cultures, and empowering future generations. Today, we celebrate these extraordinary women who embody the true spirit of leadership and resilience. The list of 10 women to be celebrated in 2025, from number 10 to 1, are 10. Sheryl Sandberg. Sheryl Sandberg is a pioneering businesswoman who changed the way tech companies view leadership. As the former COO of Facebook, now Meta, Sandberg played a pivotal role in scaling the company into the global giant it is today. She is also the founder of leanin.org, an initiative focused on empowering women to achieve their goals. Sandberg's work has led to a wider conversation about gender equality in business and leadership. Sheryl Sandberg was former COO of Facebook, helping to grow the company exponentially. She is the founder of leanin.org, an organization advocating for women in leadership, and is the author of the best-selling book Lean In. 9. Dr. Françoise Barré-Sinoussi. Dr. Françoise Barré-Sinoussi is a French virologist who won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2008 for her pioneering work in discovering the HIV virus. As one of the world's leading researchers in the fight against HIV/AIDS, she has spent decades advancing the science of retroviruses and contributing significantly to global health efforts. Dr. Barré-Sinoussi's discoveries have revolutionized our understanding of HIV and paved the way for treatments that save millions of lives today. She won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2008 for discovering HIV. Dr. Françoise Barré-Sinoussi made critical contributions to the development of antiretroviral therapies, and she continued leadership in global HIV/AIDS research and education. 8. Ruth E. Carter. Ruth E. Carter is a visionary costume designer whose work has forever changed the film industry. Known for her groundbreaking designs in Black Panther, Carter made history as the first African-American woman to win an Academy Award for Best Costume Design. Her work in Black Panther helped elevate African culture in global cinema and set new standards for representation and authenticity in Hollywood. Ruth Carter's was the first African-American woman to win the Academy Award for Best Costume Design. She was the costume designer for Black Panther, Malcolm X, and Selma. She continues to advocate for diversity and accurate representation in film. 7. Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams is a political powerhouse and voting rights advocate who has spent years fighting for a fairer democracy. Best known for her tireless efforts to expand voter access in Georgia, Abrams was a key figure in the historic 2020 U.S. elections. Through her organization, Fair Fight Action, she has worked to combat voter suppression and increase voter participation across the country, particularly in marginalized communities. Stacey is the founder of Fair Fight Action, which advocates for voting rights. She played a pivotal role in Georgia's blue shift in the 2020 U.S. elections, and she continues to advocate for criminal justice reform and racial equality. 6. Sanna Marin. Sanna Marin, former Prime Minister of Finland, became the world's youngest sitting Prime Minister when she took office in 2019 at the age of 34. Her leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic garnered international praise for her ability to balance health and economic concerns with empathy and foresight. Marin is a strong advocate for gender equality and social welfare, working tirelessly to create a more inclusive society in Finland. Sanna Marin was the world's youngest-serving Prime Minister at 34. She is the leader of Finland's social liberal government, promoting equality and well-being. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she advocated for strong responses to the COVID-19 crisis. 5. Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, a Swedish environmental activist, has become the face of youth-led climate action. At just 15, she began striking outside the Swedish parliament to demand action on climate change. Since then, she has inspired millions of young people globally to join the fight for the planet's future. Known for her blunt and courageous speeches, Greta has called out world leaders to take urgent action to combat climate change. Her Fridays for Future movement has turned into a worldwide call for climate justice. Greta is the founder of the Fridays for Future movement and a speaker at the United Nations Climate Change Summit. Greta was named Times Person of the Year 2019 for her climate activism. 4. Kim Ng. Kim Ng made history as Major League Baseball's first female general manager, becoming the head of the Miami Marlins in 2020. Breaking barriers in the male-dominated world of professional sports, Ng's decades of experience in baseball management, working with top teams like the Chicago White Sox, New York Yankees, and Los Angeles Dodgers, made her an exceptional leader. Her leadership is proof that skill and expertise transcends gender, paving the way for more women in sports leadership. She was the first female general manager in MLB history, Miami Marlins, with over 30 years of experience in baseball management and instrumental in building championship-caliber teams with the Yankees and Dodgers. 3. Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai is a beacon of hope for girls' education around the world. After surviving a Taliban attack for advocating girls' rights to education, Malala's courage led her to become the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate at 17. Her continued activism and her Malala Fund have empowered girls to fight for their right to education in over 50 countries. Malala's story is one of resilience, passion, and unwavering dedication to ensuring that every girl, no matter her circumstances, has access to education. She won the Nobel Peace Prize laureate at the age of 17 and is the co-founder of the Malala Fund, advocating for girls' education. Malala is the author of the memoir I Am Malala. 2. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is a trailblazer in international economics and global trade. As the first woman and first African to lead the World Trade Organization, WTO, her appointment marked a historic moment in global governance. Okonjo-Iweala has spent decades fighting for economic development, poverty reduction, and access to trade for the world's most vulnerable. With a reputation as a powerful negotiator, She has held significant roles in the World Bank and Nigerian government, demonstrating unparalleled leadership and vision. NOI, as she is fondly called, is the first woman and first African Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO. She was the former World Bank Managing Director and Nigerian one-time Finance Minister. She is an advocate for global trade reforms and development initiatives. Number 1. Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett. Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett is an American immunologist whose groundbreaking work in vaccine development has made a profound impact on global health. Dr. Corbett was instrumental in the creation of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, helping to accelerate the fight against the pandemic. Her leadership and dedication to science have earned her widespread recognition. As a Black woman in science, she is breaking barriers and inspiring a new generation of researchers. Dr. Corbett's achievements extend beyond just vaccine development. She is a role model for women of color in STEM, showing that scientific innovation is for everyone. Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett led the development of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. She has been awarded numerous honors, including Time's 100 Most Influential People in 2021. She is an advocate for diversity and inclusion in scientific fields. As we reflect on the theme Accelerate Action for International Women's Day 2025, we celebrate these 10 remarkable women who exemplify what it means to act boldly, courageously, and relentlessly to advance progress. They have faced barriers, shattered ceilings, and propelled us all forward with their work. Their legacies inspire us to continue accelerating action toward a more equitable and inclusive world, where women's voices are heard, valued, and empowered.